everybody. So as promised, here is my moving journal. Day one of packing was complete. They were here from about 9:15 until about 5:15. I had a 3-person packing team, which is not horrible. Everybody was very nice, but nice doesn't always get the job done. I'm in my basement, and they didn't even get my basement finished with 2 people down here from 9 to 5. They got about, I don't know, 30 boxes packed, which is awesome, but there's still so much more to go. There's a bathroom they haven't packed. There's a laundry room, utility room they haven't packed, and they didn't even touch my son's room. So that's less than awesome. On the first floor, they got the kitchen packed and the living room packed, and that was the head packer doing it, and the front closet. It's just not a quick moving process, which once again, that's not horrible as long as it's done well. So we'll find out on the other end how well it was done. And I am keeping my fingers crossed that it's gonna be a good one. All right, y'all, it's 9:33 on day 2 of what was supposed to be a 2-day pack. And I finally had to just ask them to go. I explained to them that there are regulations that keep them here no later than 9 o'clock, and although they're very nice people, which they have been, they've been extremely sweet, nice people. Sweet and nice doesn't get me to bed. I have a child that needs to go to school tomorrow, and yeah, so I asked them to talk to their manager or their supervisor and let them know that they have to come back tomorrow. I was authorized a 3-day pack, and they could benefit from that 3rd day, and he said no. It's important that we stick to these regulations and guidelines that are laid out to protect us, so that when our pack goes late, if we let them stay and continue to pack, then the moving companies are going to say, well, the last people let us do it, so they'll keep pushing their boundaries, and you have to kind of draw a line in the sand. And so my line has been drawn, and they're going to have to figure it out and come back tomorrow. So I felt bad, again, because they're extremely sweet, nice people, but I need to get to bed. My son needs to get to bed so he can go to school tomorrow. PCS from DC to Colorado. This is my custom table that they decided to take every little piece apart. We've not found all the pieces yet. The disaster that was a horrible pack job in DC was a horrible load job by the driver who was trying to save space. So he did things like take everything apart. And when I say everything, I mean everything. These are the legs to my office chair. These, I don't know what they belong to, So right now we're just making piles of pieces in hopes that the people can do, a giant jigsaw puzzle and put my house back together afterwards. I can't unpack any boxes because all of my furniture was taken apart into every tiny little piece that you can imagine. This is my dining room table. Yeah, it's absurd. A wardrobe box. This is how it's opened. But there's other stuff packed in it, and then we find out that
see if I can do this without, it's heavy. It's super heavy because what they did was open the bottoms. The driver did this, open the bottoms and shove more stuff inside of the bottom of the wardrobe box. This is actually a chair, a dining room table chair that he shoved in the bottom of a wardrobe box. Just an absolute nightmare. The guys, the unloading crew here is trying their best to get stuff in the house and so they can start putting some of the stuff together, but it's not just a normal putting things together. It's like having to reconstruct my furniture. This here is pieces to like a giant stuffed animal cage that once again was custom built and has never been taken apart. It's usually just moved whole, and that's some of the pieces. Who knows where the rest are? Seriously, just sickening. It makes me sick what they've done to my house. I have to show you one other thing. This is absurd. So not only do they put stuff inside of wardrobe boxes to consolidate and save space, but they also emptied boxes and transported the contents inside my freezer and my refrigerator. It's dark, but so you can't really see it. Oops, sorry. But that is a suitcase and a large basket and some shoes in my refrigerator. Say that this has been a horrible move would be a complete and total understatement. It's awful, and I just feel bad for the guys that have to try and put this back together because they didn't even see it taken apart. So I don't even know how they're gonna get it back together. I don't even recognize my own furniture to tell them what some of the pieces are. Something has to be done to fix this. It's absolutely absurd that we're having to deal with this.